Hey YouTube, welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new here, howdy, welcome. And if you're returning back, well, welcome on back. You already know what the deal is. We are starting out strong by saying the only gas that you should be making is what comes out of your blowhole in the back. And to be honest, I ain't even really recommending that either. You should definitely, really, honestly, not be making mustard gas while you're at work. Like, seriously. That got real. Let's talk about it.
Guys. Oh, okay. I was fired. Fired, babes. And you may be asking, why'd you get fired? I got fired because I mixed Fabuloso and bleach. Why would you do that? Because I didn't know. I'm African.
Listen, I felt when she said I'm African because I'm black, if you didn't know. In all my life, I have like a pot that's dedicated to heating up Fabuloso to make the house smell good, which I don't know what that does, but it do be smelling good. You know, like coating the bottom of the tub with that Ajax stuff, you know, or that powder stuff, and then you take a little scented Clorox and you drizzle that on top with a little water, and then you let that sit while you do the same thing to the toilet with that but you add the Clorox gel to the, you know what I mean. I know that's not just a primary black thing that people use stuff together. I mean, we got crackheads. You ever heard of if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned? Well, if the whole house ain't coughing, you ain't offing them germs, okay?
So what I thought was, you know, you can mix anything with anything. Like, it doesn't do nothing. Apparently, it made mustard gas.
Like I said before, some households do mix certain things. But what I said before, I was exaggerating a little bit. You know, before y'all start calling the health department on me and my parents. But some folks really do be mixing stuff up, not knowing that they're conjuring up the next plague. I mean, how else would we know that these two products make this gas? You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to do it for us to learn. Like, I feel like I have to give her some kind of credit because she admitted that she didn't know what she was doing. Like, it would be very insane for you to wake up and be like, oh, I'm about to mix all of this stuff. First, let me do some research. Mix all of this stuff together and just shut down Target for the whole day. And then go to jail. But it wasn't like she bought those cleaning products. She was given that from the store. And I've never worked at a store, but I've worked at like a fast food retail place, and they usually they tell you what you need to clean with, and it's usually like some vinegar and some soap water or something like that. So it's kind of confusing to me why they gave her Fabuloso and Clorox. She was basically told to clean given those products without any explanation on like, oh, we don't want you to do X, Y, and Z, you know? What the heck does Fabuloso and Clorox make? Fabuloso will release a chlorine gas when it is mixed with bleach. This becomes toxic and should not be mixed. I feel like both parties should be at fault. Like, she was provided the cleaning supplies.
And that's why she called me up there. She was like, do you know why I called you in here? I was like, oh, why? She's like, you know the incident regarding February 17th? I was like, oh, where I mixed Fabuloso and bleach. She's like, yeah, so we decided that we're just gonna terminate you because we reached out to our legal team and they said in our best interest it would be best that we terminate any relationship with you. And I was like, oh, okay. Can I have like the paperwork for that? And she's like, no, I'm not gonna give it to you. I was like, well, can I have it for my own record? No, I'm not gonna give it to you. And she's like, okay, and now I'll walk you out now. And I was like, no, it's fine. I can walk on my own. She's like, no, I'm gonna walk you out per Target policy. And I was like, bitch, I don't work here no more. I'm gonna walk out on my own.
Okay. Wow. All right. So normally we have crazy TikTokers doing crazy stuff for creating like a trend or for a trend that they saw on TikTok. But this right here was just a scientist at the wrong job. For real, let's unpack this. Number one, she was given both of those products by Target for her to clean. That was an interesting like decision on whoever's part handed it to her. She wasn't given paperwork when she was fired. And I mean, depending on what state she lives or works in, that could be some legal. Because if you are making mustard gas, you need some paperwork. And the police, maybe. But you need some paperwork. We need this documented, signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours. Mustard gas is an extremely dangerous poison gas, and contact with the liquid or exposure to high vapor concentrations can cause severe eye burns and permanent eye damage. Yeah, that's scary. But you know, people have questions, and we all wanted to know the update, so she followed up with another TikTok.
Let's get into how she walked me up in there. I'm gonna set the mood for you. Yeah. So did he tell you not to mix the cleaning products and you decided to do it? Yeah. He told me after I had already done it. So he told you still, right? He told you not to mix them and you still did it, right? So you did it. Anyway, yeah. So because you didn't listen to your team lead, we have the right to terminate you. That was some of the weirdest shit I ever experienced. It was like a lawyer interrogating me on the stand. I was like, what? He told me after I had already done it not to do it. I don't want a job. I would actually rather live off my unemployment for as long as I possibly can before I have to work. So
I assume that this situation was handled fairly quickly, you know, before it spread throughout the whole store. Mustard gas just making everybody and their mama sick. That would have been like a huge news headline. Don't you think we would have heard about that if they didn't, you know, catch it in time? Like, TikTokers at Target, employed by Target, making mustard gas and spilling it all over the floor. There's millions of jobs. Go get you a new one. Live your best life. And of course, be great. Anyways, guys, never forget who loves you the most. It is I. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share this if you need to tell your abuela, your grandma, your granny to stop mixing Clorox and Fabuloso. Let her know that she making mustard gas. And if it smell like mustard and she ain't open up no mustard, that's the problem. Granny, stop mixing it. Put a little water in there first. I'm just playing. Don't do it. Anyways, guys, until next time, I love you. Have a good night. Bye.